Welcome to another edition of The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Woo, man, good morning.
Good Monday morning.
How y'all doing this morning?
Wet.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is wet. It's been wet off and on all weekend long, but it's really been wet all night long tonight.
Yeah, it's wet this morning.
We got a call coming in there, maybe calling for help.
Might be.
Good morning, caller. You on there early on the Good Outdoors. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, fellas.
It's wet out here, ain't it?
It's a little bit.
You ain't washing on down the road, are you?
No, I'm stood up under a shelter right now.
Getting out of the wet stuff. I hear you, man. Well, you were definitely the first caller. We just hit the airwaves about 15 seconds ago.
Oh, I know. I was listening.
Oh, were you? You wanted to be the first. You thought we was giving away a prize for the first
I
caller.
wanted to be the first. Yeah, that's it.
Hear you.
Caller.
Well, you accomplished your
I
goal,
was
that's
a
for
little
sure.
mad. I seen 4:30 roll up, and music was still playing. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. No.
Hey, man, goodness, man. We had a heck of a long weekend, a good weekend. I don't know about you. You probably worked, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, man. I tell you, we had fun, though. You'll have to take off a weekend and join us on one of these hog hunts because we had a blast.
Well, y'all let me know, and I'll make it happen.
All right, we sure
We'll
do it, man.
Appreciate you tuning in, Blake.
All right, y'all take care.
I
See you.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Welcome to the Good Outdoors radio show, by the way.
Yeah.
We didn't even get into that this morning. We just come on there talking, didn't we?
I guess everybody was ready.
And we ready. Man, I tell you what, and I don't know about y'all, but there's a lot of things went on this weekend. We had rain.
Yeah.
You know, we had some little cars going around and around. What was that called? Oh, the Daytona 500, wasn't it?
Yep. Follow the leader.
Hey, man. That went on a little bit yesterday. We'll touch on that some. The nationwide race, of course, the tragedy there, you know, that happened Saturday with it, the wreck and the tire going and other parts going into the fence. So we're going to touch
Engine
on that.
lodged
some.
in the fence.
I just think it's great that whiny baby boo-boo Tony Stewart didn't win.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. But I didn't get to watch the end of the race. I was actually on the way home and didn't get to see that.
Well,
part
see,
of it.
that is the best part usually.
Yeah,
The actual last lap is the only reason you watch the
I
race.
was recuperating from the weekend, man. I was sore. I'm still sore. I ain't gonna lie. My legs are sore. My body's sore, but
Today or tomorrow is probably going to be your worst day.
probably today. I'll walk it out today, though.
He's
Man,
the most active he's been in a long time.
and boy, were you active. We're gonna cover that this morning. Steve, he went off this weekend and done a little hunting too. Get into some of that, but you know, I want to tell everybody thanks for chiming in on Facebook. We had a great week last week. We had you know, started. I mean, Thursday just kind of was the start of it. I mean, we had a great week all week, but we had a cake delivered Thursday, man. That was just, you know, one of them. It was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and I think
Keyword is was now. It's gone.
I think Steve carried it home with his kids and they ate it. But that was real nice of them. I appreciate, you know, the lady there at Cup.
The cup and cake.
Yeah, the cake and cup. Or cup and cake. Yeah, cup and cake.
Cup and cake.
That's it. Cup and
Cup
cake.
and cake makes sense.
Kim Daly, boy, she's got it going on over there. She makes a lot of different kind of cakes. She made us that outdoors one look really good, and she
Like
makes all
Steve
kinds
said,
of
the
stuff.
grass, man. That had to take
Detail.
days.
The detail, man, was unbelievable. No doubt. A lot of patience to make that grass.
Yeah.
But man, there were so many things going on. You know, Jimmy Johnson, he won the Daytona 500. Y'all watch that?
Yeah.
I watched as much as I could. It was about, honestly, it was one of the most boring Daytona 500s I
I'm
can
going to have to
remember.
agree with you on that one.
It really
I was not impressed.
Really stunk. Yeah, the last few laps. But Danica Patrick, I'm going to tell you, she's for real, boy. She stayed in the top 10. I'd say the top 5 most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then right there at the end, she was
kinda sucker
frustrated.
punched her on the last
They did.
lap, didn't they?
Nobody wanted to go with the girl.
Well,
And,
she'll learn that next time around. She won't open that door next time.
No.
Should have dumped down low with Junior.
She should have went for it with Junior. You're right about the second or third lap. She should have took her shot. She'd have had a higher finish. Don't know if she'd have won. But Jimmy Johnson needs to be thanking Dale Earnhardt Jr. this morning for that victory. In my
No,
opinion.
he cut him off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He pushed him, I believe.
No, that was a block.
Then you had the big.
Junior would have won.
Then you had the big wreck. You know, or a good size wreck. What, 15 laps in or so? I did see that.
That's
30
about normal
laps
there.
30 laps.
Yeah, that's when whiny baby Boo Boo got knocked out.
I don't think Steve likes Tony Stewart.
No.
does he?
He sounds like it does.
Buffalo got taken out in that one too.
Tony Stewart is just he's a
Good thing I can
case
say
study to
about
me.
Juan. The only thing I can say about Juan Pablo getting knocked out this time is there wasn't a jet dryer involved. So good job there, Juan.
Yeah, he had a strong car too. It looked like.
Oh man, yeah, it was. I watched some of it. It was just round and round. There wasn't a whole lot to it. The inside line, outside line. I mean,
Well said. Follow the leader.
Follow the leader. They'll jump on that and see if they can break that up. A lot of the drivers didn't like it. One of them. I don't forget who it was. Come out the race. Said that was one of the most boring things I've ever done. Just sit there and run.
That was Jamie McMurray that said that. Yeah, you're right. Kevin Harvick, he had a super strong car all during Speed Week. He got knocked out in that wreck there. He was a little frustrated, but that's one bad thing in racing is when you get knocked out when you didn't do anything. You're just collected. That's what's frustrating. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment knocked out, and you didn't do anything to deserve it.
Danica definitely showed, like y'all said, she shows she belongs. She shows she can run with them. Now we'll see what she'll do in these other different size tribes. But
I can tell you what she'll do. She'll come in about 38th.
She can.
What helped her in that race is she started out on the pole. Yeah, she started out front. She was She was able to stay in the front, out of trouble all day long. You don't want to be running in the middle of the pack on the Daytona 500 or Talladega. You just don't.
What gets me though is I can't. Used to drafting played a huge part. You could come from the back to the front in a lap.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's gone.
It's
A
over.
new car.
It's over with.
Yeah, you can't hardly pass it. You get the lead. You want to be in the lead now on super speedway. You don't want to be behind. Did you get your lung coughed up there, brother?
Just about.
Easy there, Doc Holliday.
Wow. I don't even smoke. I don't know what that's all about.
Well, I tell you, I got into something up there, and I sneezed 500 times.
I went through that too. I think it's
Yeah, you did. I heard you do it.
I think it was the combination between the dust and
I don't know what it was, a pollen, or
sagebrush,
rain,
broom straw. It was rough.
all that rain. You would have think that it knocked her back.
Well, that rain wasn't there to start with.
Yeah, it wasn't there on us to start with over there. It was
It
dry.
was on us from the time we got there till we left.
What day was it? Thursday and
Yeah.
Friday.
Like running around
Friday,
a powder
it was
keg.
it was dusty until late Friday afternoon after 3:00 when the rain come in.
I saw John.
You know I was going to throw that at you, didn't you? I was right. The rain didn't come in after 3:00.
No, you said it wasn't
wrong,
gonna rain.
catfish.
What'd I say?
You said it wasn't going to rain till what?
It's like Saturday afternoon
Sunday,
or
yeah.
something. Or Sunday, you said we played a tape back, but you're wrong. Right when the rain started, I said, "Well, there goes Daryl's prediction."
No, if y'all play it back, I said it was going to come in late that day.
Okay, we'll
Wasn't
play
gonna
it back
affect us
later.
that bad.
Yeah, we will play it back, and
check
I'll
on
be
that.
putting a friendly wager on
Matter
that.
of fact, it's on. If y'all go on there and listen to it, it's on our website www.thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com. Check on it. It's up there.
The reason I know that you're wrong is because when I was at Southwind Sport and Clays and Quail, John Peake told me it's supposed to rain 4 to 7 inches where we were going, because this is how the statement went. He said, I said, well, I hope it ain't going to rain up there. I said, I know it's supposed to rain a little bit, a little bit here, maybe an inch or two. And John goes, an inch or two? Because where you're going, you're looking at 4 to 7, and you're looking at 2 to 4 here today. And I said, really? And we got to about Tifton, and it was flooding. I mean, absolutely flooding from Tifton all the way to when we got there. And I remember saying right then, I said, well, there goes Daryl's prediction. Now, I don't know what it was doing down here where y'all were at that time, so I don't know.
I think it started around lunch. I think in Valdosta. That's
Yeah,
from
it
what the
did.
reports
Yeah.
we got. And down there, it started a little bit after 3. Something like
It rained 3.5 inches from we dumped the rain gauge out at 9 p.m. It rained 3.5 inches from 9 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Saturday morning where we were at.
Good.
You talking about rain and
Great.
sun? It flooded. I hadn't seen it like that in a long time. I'll put it this way: Big Pond out there off the deck was pretty low. When we woke up the next morning, it wasn't low no more.
Saturday night coming back from Wolf Bay, that's some of the hardest rain we've driven in a long time, isn't it?
It was pretty rough.
It rained pretty
Actually,
steady.
in Valdosta Airport, recorded 2.44 inches Friday and almost 2 inches Saturday. So it was a lot of rain. That's what they recorded at Valdosta
That is a
Airport.
lot of rain. I wonder if the Withlacoochee here in town's going to flood, like it did.
Well, I guarantee you it's going to get
gonna
up.
come
It's going to
on
get up
up.
high because we had all that rain up north of us, and got it again today. It's all over out there.
Oh,
today.
it was raining hard a while ago. Coming down Valdale Road, I couldn't drive about 45 miles an hour. It was ripping.
getting it now. But I don't know. We'll cover the weather a little bit later on too. I looked at the map this morning and don't look like we're going to have any relief all day long. It's just going to flood.
Flood.
Flood. Dark. I heard a lot of that this weekend too. Cold, or cold, and
Cold.
dark, and deep, and thick, and all kind of mess. But yeah, we're gonna cover that a little bit. Wolf Bay Hunting Club, man, I can't say enough about them guys.
I'm gonna tell you what now.
They were on top.
Yeah, they were. That's a top-notch place. Mm-hmm. even after all that rain Friday, it was still the roads are in jam-up shape.
Roads are in real good shape.
So it's a heck of a club. It really is. It is slap full of deer, hogs, turkey, anything you want.
Mm-hmm. Anything, man. It's awesome place to be, and it's just somebody sent us something on here the other day about where to check the river things at. Y'all seen that?
Yeah, I did.
We saw. I think we looked at it that day. They I think it was Ryan, wasn't it?
No.
Larry Malero, he sent it. Mm-hmm. But it gives you all kind of different things where you can check the gauges and all that. We appreciate that.
We ain't got to look at it now. All you got to do know now is it's full.
It is full.
Overflow.
Definitely full now, I can tell you that.
The Oscars was on last night. Somebody said on the radio this morning on the way in. I didn't even know what.
I didn't catch it.
Sesame Street's Oscar?
I don't know what it was.
Which one?
Somebody where they win some acting awards or something.
Mm. And Pete Gaines, well, he sent a turkey in, a little short video of a turkey. Y'all get to watch that one yet?
Nope.
That was pretty good. He sent it in Friday. It's a gray white looking turkey. White gray bird, came about 15 feet from his blind. That's a pretty bird there. But, he said he read that they were farm turkeys that escape into the wild. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some different colors, but
it's kind of like it's not a piebald turkey like a deer is, but it's similar to that. It does occur in the wild.
Yeah, not this particular one though.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's a little bit different. Anyway, we'll take a break here on the Good Outdoors and be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for listening, everybody.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta. Triangle Discount Corner is a true discount and convenience store located at the intersection of River Street and St. Augustine Road. It's very easy to zip in and zip right back out. Triangle Discount Corner is all about convenience and discounts. Ice cold beverages, coffee, snacks, last minute needs, or filling up that gas tank in a flash is what we're all about. Wheel into Triangle Discount Corner today and tell them you listen to the Good Outdoors on Kicks Country 99.5 and get you a nice hot cup of coffee for $1. But you got to get there before 9 a.m. That's Triangle Discount Corner at the corner of River Street and St. Augustine in Valdosta. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Outdoors, man. We had a little momentary glitch there for a minute. Had to get back on track here.
Hey, y'all, the phone lines are open. We're going to take phone calls now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you just opened it. I guess we will. We're going to look over.
They're always open.
229-253-0995.
Demery Godwin posted, he said that he noticed that y'all's weekend was successful, and he said, better than mine. They just couldn't get on the hogs. Well, Demery, don't feel like the Lone Ranger.
Well, Demery, you should have called and went with us.
We couldn't get on the hogs because hogs, they don't mind water, but they don't live in it, and that was our problem. We were on 2,800 acres, believe it or not, and
looked like they needed a snorkel to be where you were.
I'm telling you, son, it was wet, and they said it's never been like that. But they had the hogs coming in. They had trail cam pictures of them coming in at 7 a.m., and then again at about 5 p.m. in the evenings coming to the feed. I mean, like clockwork for 2 weeks in a row. But problem, the food plot was literally under a foot of water, and
the corn was floating.
I would like to be there when the water receded because I guarantee they're going to be coming back there. But man, what a place! It was a really nice. It was private land up in Crawford County, just beautiful place. But I'd like to see it when it wasn't underwater. That would really help a lot. But it was tough. We did see some hogs, but they heard us sloshing through the water before we could get to them. So.
Where was y'all at? What county?
Crawford County. Yeah.
Crawford
just outside
County.
on the west side of Macon there. Right off the bypass, about middle ways of the bypass there. Really nice place. They had went some of the dry land, they had went quail hunting the day before. They got turkeys, deer, extreme QDM management program there, big bucks, trail cam pictures that blow your mind. Just a paradise. Just one of those places you wish you could live on. But it's called hunting. But I tell you what we did do. We ate. We ate really well, and I know y'all did too. I seen the pictures on it. But we had these. He cooked. They cut up some tenderloin, wrapped it with jalapeno peppers, bacon, and cream cheese, and put them on skewers and grilled them. I'm gonna tell you what. I ate myself silly with them things.
I didn't take.
We got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You on there on the Good Outdoors? How you doing this morning?
Where in Crawford County did you say you went?
Kind of like in the middle of it. You know where there's a little town called Lizella?
Yeah.
Okay, we were probably 5 miles from Lizella.
For one, I work Crawford County, and two, I live there.
Oh, okay, good deal. Well, the name of the plantation we were on, I'm going to butcher the name, but Acachoni or Ekakakoni. It was an Indian name, I think, but it was a very nice place. So you live in Crawford County?
I used to.
Used to. Okay. Well, there's some daggum good wildlife there, buddy. You shouldn't have left. Oh, good deal.
That's where I spent most of my life.
Yeah. Well, I had a good time. That was some pretty rolling hills out there, but man, it was so wet. You wouldn't believe it. It blew my mind how wet it was. And how wet it got in a short period of time. Like I said, it rained 3.5 inches from 9 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rain in a short period of time.
Well, Crawford County, it's, you got a little city, Roberta. Not much to it. Little Piggly Wiggly, Dollar General, Family Dollar, but that's the only city, and the rest just nothing but woods.
Yep, that's right. You're right about that. We rode. We actually went over to another track down close to the river. And matter of fact, you may know where this is. They were mining something there. Never figured out what it was. There was these huge canyons where they were mining the dirt, getting something out of the dirt. I don't know.
Yeah, the Creola. That's
okay.
Atlanta Sand Company.
Gotcha. Well, we were hunting one day we went over to this track to try to see if we could find one, and it was even more underwater than the one we left. So, but it was right there where they were mining. You said it's called Creola?
Yeah, it's the Creola Mines.
How about that?
Yeah, that's where they make the crayons.
Yeah, gotcha. Creola crayon. So good deal. Well, we appreciate you calling in this morning. Be careful out there in the rain.
All right.
Well, I'm glad he called in this morning. I was wondering what in the heck they were mining, man. It was breathtaking when you crested the hill and you looked. It was like the Grand Canyon, son. I mean,
Like an atomic bomb went off.
Yeah, you know them big old dump trucks you see on TV, and I was like, "What in the heck?" You know, it just and nobody could tell me what it was that they were mining. It was driving me nuts. I figured it was something out of the dirt, phosphate or something, but it was incredible. Took some good video of it, but deer tracks all around it. I know that. They didn't want to fall off in that sucker though. They'd be there. I don't know where the water was going in it though. There wasn't no water. Well, there were a few ponds down in the bottom of it, but mostly
they keep it pumped out. I'm sure.
I'm sure they do somewhere. Yeah. Right on the Flint River. I think it was the Flint River we were on.
Get it on out there, man.
We got to get there.
Get
there to the ER. Yeah, he's making me want to cough.
Oh, what that is? I got to get it out of there.
Let's run him up there to eventual care.
That's about
eventual care. There you go.
That's where we had to go this weekend, man. We were out in the middle of nowhere. We went to Wolf Bay Hunting Club this weekend, man. I can tell you what, it's down in Eccles County, man, and it's, I don't know how many thousands of acres it is. As many as you want to get on, I can promise you that.
Plenty.
It's plenty.
If anybody's looking for a place to go run your dogs,
you can run them. They can stretch their legs out there. Huh?
Yeah, what you need to do is go to their Facebook page. And
I heard it was 10,000 acres. Somebody said that. Is that?
I think it is about 10.
I think so too, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Just get on Wolf Bay Hunting Club on Facebook and send them a message.
Yeah.
You know what county is that?
They're taking members too.
It's in Eccles County.
Eccles County.
It's down around Needmore.
They're taking members there, and let me tell you, these guys know what they're doing. They hog hunt, deer hunt, bear hunt, turkey hunt.
They do it all.
If you can hunt it, man, they will do it. And they were running with dogs. They, it's a dog hunting for deer club. That's what it was started for. But they also, they run bear. They run.
You got
hog.
Swanetchee Creek that runs through it, and plenty of catfish. Anything in the world you really want to do down there in the outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Anything. We got in there this weekend with them and didn't know what I was doing. Of course, I've run before and hog hunted a little bit, but I have never been in them with guys like this. And
this is the real deal.
Yeah, it started off a little bit slow, but one of the most fun things is I really challenged my truck this weekend.
The reason why it started off slow is because they got in the creek, and
right.
It was up and down the creek. And I'm gonna tell you what, wood ducks everywhere.
Oh man, they were
hundreds.
Golly, if you could tell where the dogs and the hogs were running, because here comes the ducks.
Ducks would flush out,
and they'd circle around and go back behind them and land again. They'd go down the creek and they'd just come back and go. But we watch them, we could see that. But let me tell you, man, you get down there in them woods, and it wasn't that bad Friday because it wasn't raining yet.
Yeah,
it was just dusty, and I couldn't keep up with some of them. We were stretching it out on one of them roads, and I looked down there one time, and no, I didn't look. They looked down there, but I couldn't look. I was miles on the road.
They was white knuckling the steering wheel.
75 miles an hour. I said, "Do what?"
That was just a hog race. That wasn't even a deer race.
Wasn't even a deer race, and I was getting left behind, son. I couldn't keep up with him. But
Daryl said, "It's dusty. I got the back. I can't see." Well, in that situation, there's two things you can do. You can either run up there and get on their back bumper and hang with them, or you can back off and wait for the dust to settle.
About it.
Backing off probably the wisest thing to do.
I didn't know the roads, but the other thing was that little Toyota would scat, buddy. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yeah,
that little 6-cylinder 2-wheel drive Toyota would scat.
Yeah,
I tried.
Austin's, yeah.
Austin's. I mean, I tried to hang with him, and of course you saw that Saturday afternoon. And I told him when I hung with him that little bit, I told him we got up there to the gate. I said, I don't want none of that thing. I said,
he must have a flux capacitor in there.
No,
He's got something in there.
He ain't. He says it's just
20 G and gigawatts to run that bad boy.
1.21 gigawatts.
I said, I don't want none of that thing. He said, it'll go pretty good. And Alan had told me it'd go pretty good. So we got out on the highway, and he smoked his tires down. Well, I jumped on the inside of him and just held it to the floor and left him. And then looked around. There he went, right by me.
You momentarily left him. He's going to let you stretch on out there. He's going to let you stretch out and break the draft.
And he went right on by me like I wasn't doing nothing. I said, I told you I didn't want none of that.
Yeah, y'all run through over there where Blake's sitting and trying that mess. He'll pull you right over.
Blake would have had some fun with that.
But his pencil sharp writing tickets.
The woods down there are awesome, man. I mean, we saw it all. We had these guys down there from Maryland. They had never seen road graders, I guess. They don't have a lot of dirt roads up there. They actually took pictures of the road graders. Remember that?
Yeah, I did.
On the side of the road? And took pictures of that, and they were kind of amazed. And they said, you just have guys that ride on these things all day long? I said, yeah, that's their job. All day long, every day of the month, Monday through Friday, they'll ride on them. And when the roads are bad, they'll do it on weekends, too.
Mm-hmm. And when they get done, they start over again.
Yes, sir, to start over again.
There's been a lot of roads in there. Is it all dog running, or do they have any steel hunting sections?
There's both. There's both.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is a lot of them are converting over to steel clubs, which is very unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, the dog hunting is kind of a dying breed. It really is.
It is. But all I can say is anybody that's never done it and they're condemning it, you need to try it.
I don't think it's happening from a condemnation standpoint. I think it's the economy.
It's the economy also. You're right. But I will tell you that some of these timber companies, they are charging more per acre to dog hunt than they are to steel hunt.
Is that a liability reason, you think?
I don't know what it is. I really don't. I wouldn't think it's a liability issue because the club itself has to furnish insurance for that.
Yeah, I guess so. There's no increased liability just because you're running 95 miles an hour chasing them. I wouldn't think that'd have anything to do with it.
I think there's plenty of trees there to catch you if something bad happens.
That's right. Well, your insurance, like you said, that should pay for it no matter what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, the trees, the ditch, something's going to catch you if something bad happens, and it sure caught me a couple of times, buddy.
The reason I say that about, I think it's more the economy. Going to these trade shows and stuff, I get a very positive reaction to dog hunting. Even in places that don't have dog hunting, most people are for your right to go do that. That whole focus is shifting, and this whole hunting is good message that we've tried to bring about is, even though I may not hunt a certain way, I want you to be able to hunt the way you hunt.
Well, another aspect of that too is all of the it's financial burden feeding these dogs year round. Gas.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I hear from the old school hunters. Charles Cornelius, Max Morrison. Hey, Hire, man, they just can't go because of the gas.
Yes,
got in burn a tank of gas. It's $100 bill.
Oh yeah,
Fixing to be a $200 bill. It looks like.
But yeah, you'll spend some money running down there running dogs just to get some gas.
I spent about $150 a piece this weekend.
Guarantee you. Yeah, but I enjoyed it.
I'll do it again tomorrow.
Well, we're going to take another break here. We'll be back on the Good Outdoors in just a few minutes. Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors. Hey, give us a call back. We were during the break there. We didn't get to catch you. If you want to call us back, 229-253-0995.
Yeah, due to union rules, we can't answer calls during the break.
That's funny why that is. I don't understand that.
I don't know. We'll have to vote on it next meeting.
Union rules. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to ask y'all a couple of questions. I've never ran dogs with hogs. I have been on some deer
I've never
chases.
run a dog with a hog either. I've done it the other way around.
Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Man. This is a tough crowd. They're there to point out your mistakes, but they never praise you for your things you get right.
No, that's not true.
That is not true. We do praise you all the time when you do.
I know
Not all the time, but every once in a while.
When we're running deer with dogs, we go, look on the roads for fresh tracks. You turn the dogs out on the fresh tracks. Is that what you do with the hogs as well?
Yeah, you do that, and but you also can make drives if you want to. If you know there's a specific place where they're at or where they're bedding up, you can make drives in there and run them out too.
All right. I know when you jump the deer, he's running like a striped ape for miles and miles and miles, and I understand that the hog, when you jump him up, they'll chase him, and then they'll do what they call bay the hog, which is kind of get to where there's a standoff. The dogs have got him circled, and they're not letting him go anywhere, or cornered him, or whatever. How long do they generally run the hog before they bay?
That varies a lot, and it depends on the hog itself. Sometimes that hog, he doesn't mind turning around and doing the face-off with them, but the majority of the time he wants to get away from them.
So,
but when it gets to the point where he's tired of running, he's going to turn around and get ready to fight.
And I would think he's going to tire. A deer don't tire out because he can't fight. He's just going to go.
Okay, well, a hog can run for miles and miles
Really,
and miles and miles.
That's what I was getting at. So he'll run like a deer too.
Yeah, absolutely. He probably gets through the woods a lot better than a deer.
One instance, we run this one hog a long ways before this hog finally would bay up. And then that's the other thing. That's different. This hog will bay up, stand and fight if there's not very many dogs on him. Especially, he'll stand there and catch his breath because that dog wants to get to him. This is what they're telling me though, because I'm not no expert by no means. But that dog wants to get to him and he wants to catch that hog. But every dog's not a catch dog either. All the catch dogs stay in the box until you're actually going in. Yeah, some of the dogs that run will catch, won't they, Ronnie?
Yeah, we can break it down like this. Just like deer, you've got trail dogs. Okay, then you've got pack dogs that you pack to them to run them. With hogs, you've got trail dogs, you've got bay dogs, and then you've got catch dogs.
And the catch dog goes in and grabs him by the ear.
The catch dog, once they bay, you release him, and either you go in there with him, and when he gets there, it's business then.
Get serious.
It's time to put your hands on him then.
Yes.
So y'all were able to kill? Did y'all kill 2 on the dogs or just 1 on the dog?
Killed 2 on the dogs.
So y'all went in there and then did y'all shoot them, stab them? What did you do?
Both.
So you shot one and stabbed them.
First one was shot. It had actually broke from the dogs, and when it went across the road, it was shot and killed. And the second one, they bait it up, and it was about waist deep of water where they bait him. Believe that or not.
Yeah.
And Brad Gifford run in there and stabbed him, and that was over.
That hog actually, it would come out. We were sitting on top of on the road on top of a little creek there, and it actually crossed the road behind us, and they come down there and poured the dogs, and Blake, he went in there with his catch dog. It was Blake, me, Brad, all the guys from Maryland. We all went in there, and we hit this creek, and the dogs were over down the creek about 40 yards and had this hog and had him called actually.
And
Had her
Austin,
called.
barefoot Austin.
Well, Austin come. Yeah, Austin was barefoot. He come in behind us. But anyway,
Austin's much of a man.
Yes,
we,
he is.
And we're going through this stuff. You look at my arms; they all scratched up. It's not,
Golly.
it's thick woods.
Glad I didn't go.
All them wait a minute vines, son, and you wait. Sometimes you can't wait a minute, but you bust
Sometimes
on
you
through
got to
there.
wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, you do. Now I know why Blake had on big, thick jeans and a jacket the whole entire time. It wasn't cold, not none whatsoever. And there's reasons behind
Armor.
that.
Body
And, son,
armor.
he busted through that stuff, and he's a beast. When he saw that hog down there with his dogs, and he took his bulldog in there, his catch dog. It's a young dog. Hadn't ever. This is the second time he's ever been on a bay on a hog. And the bulldog run off to the side and got out of the water, and we're walking down the water, knee deep, waist deep in the water, and all of a sudden, I guess that bulldog sees that hog, and he's on him like white on rice.
He was planning his approach.
He was, and he took charge then, and got up there, and Blake went up and grabbed the back of the hog's hind legs and held him, and Brad ran up with a knife and stabbed him
Where'd he stab him at?
right in the armpit, right behind the shoulder.
Right in the armpit.
Yep.
Come here, let me show
Exactly
you.
what he said.
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna be.
Exactly what he said, right in the armpit, and he ordered
What kind of knife
work
do
it,
you
work
have?
it, work it, just to, you know,
sharp
just
one.
Barlow pocket knife.
Well, he
Good
Brad
blade.
actually had one that wasn't or wasn't
It wasn't a fold-up,
extendable,
it
it
was
wasn't
a
a fold
sheath.
up, right?
I'll have me one of them Rambo knives. A big one.
That's what they use a lot of, a bigger knife like that. And man, Blake is a beast though, man. Let me tell you, Blake is unreal. They said he'll go in there and tackle a hog. Well, when he got this hog stabbed, I turned around and there was Austin standing beside me with no shoes on, no nothing. All this on video. Austin run through them thick woods that I just come through and got scratched up, barefooted, went in that daggum creek, and then Austin is the one that dragged the hog out barefooted. Can you believe that? Like it wasn't nothing.
I hope y'all got some good video of his bare feet. That'll
We
make
did.
some
While
good TV.
while we're
Maybe
standing
he's
in
got
the
some
water.
big old canker sores on his toes. and a
While
big-
we're standing in the creek with the hog, we actually talk about his bare feet, and he picks his foot up out of the water and shows it.
That's good stuff, right? That's award-winning television, man.
But it is.
A&E will be calling when they
He
see
does
that.
not have pretty feet, by the way. He got
Have you
toes.
ran through the Flatwoods of Wolf Bay Hunting Club? Your feet will look messed
His
up.
toes look like he could peel bananas with them.
Oh, my Lord.
The thing that happened,
Cut his toenails with a chainsaw.
what happened, Blake's dogs had got in the creek in there, in this big swamp in there, and we couldn't get them out, and they kept going up and down, and he done got word Austin had it. He said, I hope they're on the hog, man. He said, they better come out of there cut up because I'm mad. Because they wasn't acting like it. Well, anyway, when they come out right behind this hog that had crossed the road, he was happy as he could be. Remember
yeah,
that?
he was.
He said, my
He was
dogs are running the
ecstatic.
hog. They've been running the hog the whole time out. He just happy as he could be. He was just fired up.
He's proud of him.
These guys went the extra mile. I mean, way beyond what anybody should have done to show these friends of ours from Maryland, which are friends of theirs now, by the way.
They did. They stressed and they worried and they worked and they worked and they worked and they made it happen. And guys, we appreciate y'all very
We
much.
do. 2 weeks before that, they had caught 6 hogs in one day. And we were struggling with all this fresh rain and this fresh water to even get one for them.
But it
You
happened.
know, and it happened. They made sure it happened.
That's good, man.
did.
That's good. And I can appreciate that because where we went, those guys weren't hog hunters per se. They had a hog problem and they were trying to shoot some hogs just like any other club would. And it was a struggle. We didn't do real well getting on them, and they had plenty of them. I saw the trail cam pictures, so I can appreciate what those guys did to get you guys on them.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know.
you do.
It's
you
like
gotta know what you're
anything else, if you were just going out there for the fun of it to do it, it'd probably be dozens of them.
Yeah.
But anytime you plan the specific trip,
Yep.
it's a lot harder to do it.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just is.
Yep. And,
Not so much is going against you. You had the rain. I mean, it's hard to run a hog or any animal by scent when there's so much water.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what Mr. Bud and Austin was telling me this. He said, popcorn. Mr. Buddy, old guy now, a real old guy, but had some good dogs.
I'm sure he'll
good
appreciate
catch
you saying
dogs.
that.
Nice guy, great guy.
He'd probably still tackle you.
I guarantee you probably could. And me and Austin was talking. He said, I'd never thought about this. Austin was telling me, he said, I've never thought about this. Mr. Bud told me a while ago, he said, you think about this, when you come home from work and you're stinking from work, you take a shower and you don't stink anymore. Same way with a hog. If it rains all night, that hog don't stink as much and they can't smell him as good the next day. And that made a lot of sense. It made a whole lot of sense.
Maybe we'll do that. Daryl Sample, next time it rains, could you stand out there for a little while?
He'd wash the food out of his beard.
Well, I'm thinking, like I was thinking with a hog. A hog stinks so bad. I can't remember. I can't imagine it rinsing him off to that magnitude. And I'm thinking
there's that much rinsing in the world.
I'm thinking Daryl Sample the same way. I think it's gonna take a little more in the rainstorm. You know,
we can scrub that boy for an hour. He still look dirty.
That boy got a what do you call them? Little things with full of grapes, some little green things full of grapes. He's got one of them in his beard. Been there for probably 2 years. Clamshells. That's what they call them, clamshells.
Aren't you glad you came to work this morning?
No, I guarantee he is.
The love.
But you talk to these guys from Maryland and they had a blast, So we actually had them set up for still hunting and got flooded out, and in a way, I'm glad it happened that way, because now they got a taste of this dog hunting that these guys do down there, and they love it. They're already planning a trip back next year. Alan and them told them, said, look, y'all just give us plenty of advance notice. We'll have the hogs set up better. And
Alan, here's your advance notice. They're coming back next year.
They've already set it up.
What do you need?
They've already set it up. They said we'll know by Wednesday of this week when we can all come back and spend some time down here. So they're going to let me and you know early, and I'm set it up for next year. And they want to get them on a deer hunt. They want the boys to come down for a deer hunt.
Yeah. They need to come down for a dog deer hunt. That would be cool.
That's what they kept telling me. You think we were going fast now? That's just a hog race. This ain't deer.
I'd like to get on some of that. Now, that's the first hunting I did was dog hunting. As many people at our age that grew up in South Georgia, and I could do it a time or two a year. I've kind of grown into more of a trophy hunter. But I still got that tug, the old good dog race now.
Yes, sir.
That'll get your blood pumping.
Yes, it will.
Y'all said that they catch up hogs and put them in pens and stuff. Will a hog tame up somewhat that you put in a pen?
A little bit, not a lot.
Not a lot. Well, I wonder if like, let's say them guys was coming down next year on a certain date, and they could feasibly or theoretically catch up, 6 or 7 or 8 hogs. And then turn them out and run them?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is that a viable?
They could. I would think after that hog's been pinned for that long, he wouldn't have the stamina to run very far, though.
Yeah. That's kind of like us.
That's the only downfall I would see of that.
Now, what they would do is they could possibly do this, and they had talked about it, was catch them 2 weeks ahead of time, no more than 2 weeks ahead of time, and then turn them out the night before. The bad thing about hunting in some of these areas is on the creek, because these hogs won't come out of the creek. If you get them up on the hill, they'll bay up. This is what they're telling us. And we couldn't catch them up on the hill and couldn't get them up on the hill. Every time they'd get close, they'd turn around and go back to that creek.
I don't blame them.
In that creek, they could break, a little better, get away from the dogs and take them a little breather.
Sure can. It's an interesting thing, though. We got to get down there and do it some more and get them on a good dog hunt, too, because they enjoy that. They like to go in fast. They like the whole adrenaline pumping, whole mess of it. That's what, and I do, too. I ain't going to lie. All right, we're going to take another break. Be back in a few minutes on the Good Outdoors. Thanks, everybody.
Woo-wee! Sweet Tea's Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea's Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Tea's for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea's Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree, and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Woo-hoo. Welcome back to The Good Outdoors, man. We're talking about Wolf Bay Hunting Club, where we went this weekend. Y'all get on Facebook. We put some links on there. Y'all give them a like. Just support them and what they do, because what they do is an awesome thing. It's dog hunting. It's a long time-honored tradition. And
if you're interested in joining the dog club,
yes, sir. Send them a message.
Send them a message. They'll get right back with you.
Yeah. T3 tip of the day is, if you are a hog dog, do not run a coon.
That would be a good tip for that hog dog.
It's frowned upon.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
By the way, Austin, if you're listening, how's your head?
How's your feet?
His feet's fine.
Golly, boy. Can you imagine that joker going up into one of these fingernail parlors that they do your toes and your fingers and tell him, I need some work done on my toes?
You know, like Dumb and Dumber when they got the grinder out on the toenail.
Man. Yeah. I bet you that they would charge that man. He'd have to put it on 90 days, same as cash. Ain't no way he could pay for it up front.
They charge him by the pound to do their feet.
It was funny. We was up in, me and Austin, we were up in this, on this two-path road, and he kept taking his boots off. He wore snake boots that day, because like ours from the day before, I had to wear different shoes because mine were soaked. But he kept taking them off and dumping them out and pulling his socks up. He said, I thought this was a good idea, wearing my snake boots today, but I don't think it is. About 10 minutes later, he just took them off and walking around barefooted. And these guys, it wasn't unusual to me. I mean, I've seen it before, but these guys in Maryland, they were just, wow, he ain't got no shoes on.
Well, he started out with his shoes on, trying to look sophisticated,
That's
and
right.
he realized, you know what? These just old country boys, too.
And he told them, he said, y'all know what? If it was a lot warmer, where it hadn't been cold and the ground was a lot warmer, he said, I wouldn't have wore shoes the whole time. Yep. And he was serious. I mean, he's young, skinny, in shape, agile, and can get through the woods barefoot.
Agile, mobile.
I know why he went barefoot. He could stomp them toes down in the ground. He could, a little bit of gription going on.
No, and that, if he had to climb a tree, he'd use them claws to get up a tree.
You ever heard the saying, get a toe hold on it?
Yeah.
That's why he does it.
Yep. I understand all that now.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, man, it was I can't stress enough how fun a time it was. And I told these guys from Maryland, the most fun I've ever had on a 2-day-long hunting trip, as far as adrenaline pumping and fun, was this weekend.
Yep.
It was the most fun I've had ever hunting of any type. I mean, it was fun. That's all I can say.
I'll tell you, this is a little bit off the hog subject, but when I was leaving, I went out there to see John on Friday, and I was coming back. I came back through town and was coming down 41, headed to Hayhire, and I passed the Scruggs place on the left, Scruggs concrete plant on the left, or asphalt, whatever it is. Went on down, Daryl knows where I'm talking about, but Conrad Alexander's house on the right there, there's a pecan orchard. Guess what was sitting up there in the trees?
A peacock.
A bald eagle.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yep, and got to talking about it, and I mentioned it to Trey, and come to find out that bald eagle's been there for several years, and Pat Hill, he knew about it, but evidently he hangs around there, but the the size of those birds blows my mind. I've known they've been around Twin Lakes and all down around the lakes and stuff like Cypress Lake, but I didn't know that they were, any up that way. And I wonder if he's got a mate up there or what. But man, he was huge, beautiful bird. I tried to pull over and take a picture, but he flew off. But I thought I was seeing things for a minute there. It's just something you don't see every day around Hayhara.
Mm-hmm. They
big
are
bald
huge.
eagle.
Big birds, man. They big.
Up north, they're like buzzards. You'll have roadkill or something. There'll be 7 or 8 bald eagles sitting on them, like buzzards. And it's just a common thing. When I went up there, I was like, look at those bald eagles. They were like, yeah. They don't even. They're just used to seeing it.
Speaking of buzzards, Brandon introduced one to the front of his truck, didn't he?
Hit a buzzard.
Yeah.
We got a call coming in this morning. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Hey, man. How y'all doing this morning?
Oh, good.
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm docking my boat from all the rain right now, getting in my car.
Hey, you about have to drive your boat to your car now, don't you?
Yes, sir. It's going to get worse the way it looks.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. We need to all meet up and start building an ark.
Oh, yeah. But Steve was just talking about bald eagles. I've seen one of the prettiest sights I've ever seen with a bald eagle over in Tipton. They got a place over there where they nurse them back to health.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
know how they get them in there.
Huh.
But it's over there outside of town. And I was over there working on some power lines, and these 2 bald eagles were circling this field. And I've been watching because it was lunchtime, and they were circling this thing cornfield like. And one would dive down and hit this rabbit.
Huh.
And this rabbit would flinch around and fumble around the other and come down and hit him. And then when they had him beat down, batted up, and ripped up, that one would come down and pick him up, and you could see him fly up and land in his nest up above.
I'll be darned. Sounds like they might have been trying to teach the young how to kill one.
I don't know what they were doing, but that was one of the prettiest things you ever seen, that bald eagle coming down and his wings coming out as big as he was.
Yeah.
And slowing down enough just to stick those spurs in that rabbit.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that is a bird to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to run up on one of them in a bad mood, do you?
I start saying it was a pretty sight unless you were a rabbit.
But I've seen hawks do that around here, but the bald eagle, it just does it. It's just awesome sitting there watching the power that he's got in the wings.
Yeah.
To do that.
And they're big too, man. That's what I noticed about how big they are. When they spread their wings, they're huge birds.
Yeah, heck yeah. I thought I was being bombarded by Moody jets.
That's right. Well, we appreciate it. Be careful out there driving today. All righty. Yeah, I tell you, the wonders of nature. We're walking along through there. The boys are trudging through the water. Of course, they're having a great time, and all of us adults are got our lip poked out, mad because of all the water. But the boys are just sloshing through there. They got.
I'm sure Charlie was riding on your shoulders. He probably had a good time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I was about to die. Talking about being sore.
Yeah, I could tell by the picture. Your tongue hanging out of your mouth.
I was hassling. I looked like death warmed over, man. No joke.
He looked like one of them dogs been out of the cage for 6 hours.
Yeah.
It was it's worse than carrying him at Disney World. Sludging through there. But we get up. We finally find dry land, and we're walking there, and trying to recuperate a little bit, and just randomly we see a green. I guess it was a green grass snake that was laying out there on the road. He was dead, either drowned or froze. I couldn't figure out what, but we videoed it a little bit, and then we found a blue. I've never seen this, a blue crawfish. You ever seen a blue crawfish? You have? Okay, yeah. I've never have, but we thought we had discovered a new animal or crustacean or whatever you want to call it. So we get back through the wonders and joys of the internet. We realize real quick that, like Ronnie here says, that they're fairly common. Just because we'd never seen them, don't mean they're not common. So we threw it out the window. Found a bunch of arrowheads, but it was a great trip. We had a good time. It's one of those things that was much better than laying in the house all weekend. No doubt about it. Got out and enjoyed the good outdoors, and the boys would get out there. Sunday morning we woke up and the sun was shining, and so they got out there in the mud and picking up old spent shotgun shells. We had a couple of AR-15s in camp, and what 12-year-old don't like to empty a 30-round clip?
That's right.
They were going nuts over that.
I can imagine you getting to some dry land and saying, "Okay, Charlie, let's get down a minute."
Yeah.
I know, I'm good.
No, I put him. I didn't ask him. I just put him down.
I'm good.
I just put him down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kept saying, "Daddy, when are we going to go back and walk in the water?" And I'm thinking, I hope never. What do you mean you walk in the water? You mean you watch me walk in the water from an elevated position? Yeah. Man, he don't weigh much until about the second mile.
I bet that was tough.
We made a ring around 500 acres. I don't know how many miles that is, but that's a walk. That's a hike.
Pretty good ways, especially in the water.
Well, and it was cold. It was pretty cold, and them hogs would be laying in that water. Well, there was nowhere else to lay. But they just erupt out of that water and gone. You could hear them running, squealing. Oh, and I bought a hog call. I've never had a hog call before, and I bought a hog call. It was like $3 on clearance. Sounds just like a deer grunt. I could have used my deer grunt.
Really?
Yeah.
So I said the best hog call you could have used is reach up there and pinch Charlie every once in a while.
Well, I mean, it said to blow it hard and make a squeal sound, and I could never get it to do it.
I can't imagine you not be able to blow hard enough with all the air you got.
No, it wasn't from a lack of blowing hard enough. It's just the call, and I don't know. I'd like to get some sow and heat scent and see if that worked. I would think that'd bring old Big Bore in.
It probably would.
I'm going to try it one day. I'm going to go to T3 and tell Judd I need some sow and heat scent. He's going to look at me like I got 3 eyes. He's going to say, what are you up to now?
Oh, Lord, what's he doing now?
Oh, man. I wonder where Denver Godwin went hunting this weekend.
I don't know, but he was like me. He was unsuccessful. I read it on Facebook.
Well, we can't say our weekend was unsuccessful. We had a fun time.
No, y'all got it done.
A fun time we produced.
Yeah, we did.
You did good.
Next year we'll just we're gonna hit a little bit harder, I think.
I don't know how we can hit it any harder than we hit it. My hitters wore out.
Well, I am. My body. I ain't even lying. I went in on let's see, 1, 2, I think 3 different times. Whenever they bait up, I went in there with them with these guys 3 different times, and it's just an experience. I don't know how you get around the woods like that. Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's take it. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Good, man. How about you?
Trying to stay dry.
Yeah. I went over to Olive Leaf Hunting Club in DuPont.
In DuPont, okay. So it wet down there too, huh?
Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
You should have come on over where we were. We wasn't that far from you.
No, when I found out y'all was around Swanoochie Creek, I said, yep, y'all ain't too far.
No, we wasn't far, but I'll tell you what, man, it was it was wet down there after Friday night's rain, and I guarantee if we'd have went yesterday, it'd have been that much worse because there's a lot of rain fell Saturday night.
Yeah, there was.
Well, I wasn't able to go Friday or Saturday, but I did go yesterday afternoon for about 4 or 5 hours. And, we didn't have any dogs. We just rode around on the buggy, and it was so bad. Buddy of mine wouldn't even put that buggy anywhere near it, even with it with a 5-inch lid and 30-inch tall tires.
Good gracious!
Yeah, there was a lot of water on the ground. Going to be a lot more today from the looks of things.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's going to rain today and tomorrow.
Good gracious, we need it. We just, like Ronnie said earlier, we don't need it all at one time.
Oh no,
Well, maybe we won't float away, Denver. Maybe we'll be here in the morning to talk to you again.
I hope I'm going to be here in the morning. I'm going to be waterlogged all day.
I hear you. Well, be careful out there, man. Appreciate you calling in.
All right.
All right, we got to take another break here on the Good Outdoors. We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Thanks.
It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
White Brothers Auto Supply is South Georgia's auto parts headquarters, located at 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta, Georgia. White Brothers can cover the smallest auto part need, right up to a replacement engine or transmission. Serving Valdosta with an enormous auto parts inventory, you can rest assured that White Brothers has what you need, no matter if you're a do-it-yourselfer or an automotive professional. White Brothers has the right part at the right price. Stop by 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta or call 229-244-8773 for all your auto part needs.
Matt Austin's is the best in town. Matt Austin's make you come on down. I don't think I can even wait. Those steaks are
but fresh every day. Steaks and seafood put you in a good mood. I can't wait to get my hands on that food, 'cause that Austin's is all mine. And you know there's one thing I got to say, I love my Austin steak.
We're talking 100% aged Midwestern grain-fed beef. When you want steak, Austin's Cattle Company. It's where a steak lover goes to get a real cut of steak. Log on, check them out on the website, austinscattlecompany.com, or better yet, just stop by, exit 16 off of I-75. Austin's, it's an addiction you never have to quit.
I can't wait to get my hands on that food.
Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors, broadcasting live. Starting next Monday, I guess it is, we're going to be going from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., increasing by 30 minutes there.
That's going to be a life-changing experience for me and you.
Man, I don't know if 30 minutes is life-changing. It ain't going to make no difference. Honestly, it ain't going to make really no difference to me. But it's going to hurt Brother Daryl over there. It's going to hurt him. Because he actually has to go work for a living.
I don't know what you think I do during the day.
I think you supervise for a living.
Okay.
That's just what I think.
Yeah, get you some of that.
I mean, I'm just going by what I see.
Because when he's there, I stop to talk to him.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I just catch you when you're not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I admit I've seen him work before.
Thank you, Daryl.
I hadn't until I do.
Balls one day I was up there and watching him.
Well, I ain't going to sit there and even try to say I do anything. I don't. I use my mouth.
We won't try to argue with you.
I use my mouth.
I'll have to defend Ronnie a little bit. I don't know that I've ever actually seen him doing the physical labor part of it.
That's
I've
all
seen
I
him
was
a little
saying.
bit, but you know, he is there with them guys all day long, and he has to, you know, direct them in which way to go and make sure everything's ordered and take care of everything. So he does actually.
No,
I'm sure he gets out there and does the manual labor some. I just haven't physically seen that.
Daryl, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I don't disagree with that.
Now I've got one question for you. What do you want?
Yeah, no doubt.
After this weekend, wait a minute. After this weekend, my truck's not running real well. I'm just kidding, Ronnie. But
no, I know he does all that. What I was simply saying,
if you wanted to really see me work, you should have seen me every night these guys were here. Now you need to watch the chef in action, buddy.
Oh yeah, man.
So you worked 3 days. Okay, I'm sorry, Ronnie. No, I was. I was simply making this. Daryl goes and he physically works his tail off every day. That's all I was. I wasn't dissing you by no means. No.
Stand up, Daryl.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of a lot of work, a lot of mental strain to manage people like you do. There's no doubt about that.
Now you need to ask him the question I just asked you.
Now, I need 2 tires.
But let me tell you this: Ronnie did cook. He took care of it all. Him and Angie, they were awesome hosts as far as doing the meals and everything. And 2 of the guys stayed at his house with them. And he was a little perturbed at me Saturday morning, I do believe, because I bailed on him Friday night.
Yeah, not only did I cook, but then we had to clean too. And guess what?
He didn't. Now see, that ain't
gone.
right. That's a foul there now, Daryl. That's bull.
Let me tell you this: I honestly don't remember it. Okay, so there you go.
Well,
I mean, Kelly was there,
but you know how I handle things when I'm perturbed. What did I do? I came straight to you.
Yeah, you did.
What, you went to him and said, "Hey, I'm upset that you didn't help me clean.
You bailed on me last night.
I walked up to him and told him what I had on my mind, pretty much.
And then Saturday night I stayed with you, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you this much. I can tell you this.
What is that?
Oh, I thought it was a wood booger.
I thought it was a Wookalar.
Jim Morgan stood up there at the window and scared the crap out of me. Man.
He looked just like a Wookalar.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's something to me. I pride myself on that situation there is going above and beyond in the cleanup. Just like this weekend at Lodge, we left that thing way better than we found it, and that's the way I roll.
You know you're always welcome back.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And these guys. So
Daryl can't come back to your house, is what you're saying.
The only thing
he can come back, but he ain't welcome.
I couldn't run Daryl off if I tried.
No. Shoot, no, the food's too good.
We had a pretty good menu.
Oh man, we did. Had steaks. Thursday night?
Yeah, when I say steaks, now I can cook
we
steak.
had a slab of steak.
I don't care. I can cook a steak. I know that. Then, I ain't toot my own horn, but I can cook a steak.
You can show me better than you can tell me.
Hey, all you had to do was come.
That's right.
How could I come?
And then Friday night was a Low Country Bowl. Don't do that. Friday night was a Low Country Bowl, and now that was good. And that was real good, by the way. And
so y'all cooked the steaks Thursday night?
Yep.
I might could have came there, but I didn't officially get an invite.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Not on Thursday night.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
No, I didn't.
He just like another thing.
It don't matter. See, look, here's what out here. I'm gonna tell y'all ding dongs like I tell my wife. It don't matter what you think you said, or if you said it, or whether or not you said it. The bottom line is, I didn't hear it.
I know that you heard it because you acknowledged it and you said, "Yeah, we may be down there." Mm-hmm. Did he not?
And the other thing I tell my wife is, I will get to it when I get to it. You don't have to remind me every 6 months about it.
And anyway, Friday night was the Low Country Bowl. That was really excellent. And then Saturday night we had spaghetti and fried quail.
Yep.
And everybody liked the fried quail. And boys from Maryland had never ate, I don't think, wild quail like that. And they ate some of that, but it was good. Man, it was good the whole time. I had breakfast. Ronnie cooked breakfast one morning, him and Angie.
2 mornings.
2 mornings, that's right, 2 mornings. Then we had one morning of a light one.
Yep.
Just a snack. We're still, I say light, but had anything you wanted as far as sweet stuff, bananas, you had cinnamon rolls, all
any kind of pastry really you wanted. So
we ate good.
That was continental breakfast that morning.
Yes, we did. Continental breakfast. We had a good time though, man. I'll tell you, we had a cooler full of drinks for everybody down there. Anything you wanted was in the cooler. No, I mean Cokes. We had Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper. We had lunch meat during the day with potato chips. So we were set up, man. We had it going on.
If they went hungry, it was their fault.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we had good food. We had grilled quail one night along with that, and we also had some goose. And I will tell you this: though the goose was not good to me, I just didn't enjoy it, and pretty much nobody did. It was probably the best goose I've ever had, but that ain't saying a whole lot.
Best you're ever going to get.
Yeah, it was grilled, a little on the dry side, as you can imagine. But I mean, as far as the goose goes, I took a couple of bites and that was it. But the deer meat, man, I'm telling you, those shish kebab things he made with that deer, with jalapeno pepper and cream cheese wrapped in bacon. I'm telling you, son, it just don't get no better than that. I ain't never in my life had anything like that.
Some of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that recipe from him, and I'll share it with anybody else. That's a life-changing event right there. Had barbecue one night, sprinkled a little one sauce on it that I stashed in my bag, and of course, made sure I got all I knew I would want before I passed the bottle around because I knew it'd be gone, and it was. Ray Parker. Daryl knows Ray Parker, the UPS man of Hayhara. Mm-hmm. I gave Ray a bottle of that stuff probably, about 2 months ago. And I was sitting in the school Friday checking Charlie and Caden out to go on the hunt. And Ray come in, and, man, he had this bad look on his face. And he walked up to me and said, "Man, I am mad at you." I said, "What did I do?" He was serious. He goes, "You gave me that one bottle of one sauce, and you knew that one bottle was just going to be enough to make everybody in my house mad." And he said, "I ain't figured out where I can buy that stuff yet. I've researched it, and where can I get some? I got to have some more. My wife's going to kill me if I don't find it." So I told him where to get it at. I told him he could go to T3 and order it online. And so Ray Parker is a fan of one sauce, just like anybody I've ever seen that's ever tried it.
Mm-hmm. You can also get it at Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park.
You sure can. You sure can.
I need a restock.
But you can't buy it for any amount of money from my house, and I ain't giving it up.
Well, we got to get some more down there at Eagle Auto.
Yeah,
we didn't ever. I don't think Steve ever got by there to get it for us. But
you didn't pick that up.
No, I left town at 12 and nobody sent me any money, and y'all know I'm broke, so I don't know what the problem is. Last thing I heard about it, hey, go by Al's house, get the one sauce, I'll give you the money. Well, the triggering mechanism was the money. Okay, and since I never saw the money, I wasn't going to go by there and break in Al's house and take it. So put it right out of my mind.
See this on Facebook. Somebody or two people. Robert McGee, and he posted on here, "Row, row, row your truck gently down the road." And then Kathy Hardman up there. Steve knows Kathy. She said, "You ever seen a school bus skiing down the road?" Well, look out for mine. She drives a school bus every day for Cook County anymore. It's going to be like that.
Yeah, I tell you, it wouldn't shock me if the roads didn't get to the point today that the schools.
They said one school's already closed.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm telling you, I've only been at my house, I don't know, 6-7 months, maybe a little more, I don't know. But I've never seen water standing in the yard like it is. It's underwater, and the canal by my house, there's plenty of water in it now.
I think we need to go ahead and do the Rusty Nut weather report on this segment here whenever we get a chance, if y'all get ready for it.
Well, I don't think we really need it, but I guess it's Powerhouse sponsors that will give it.
There you go. Ready, Rusty Nut?
Let it rip, Rusty.
I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Hey, before you do it though, I'm gonna give you another shout out or holler out. I think is what we're gonna try to start calling it. You overrode would be the correct word there. The weather report on Friday. Once again, and you were 100% accurate. So you are doing a great job with that weather. And having said that, Rusty, take it away.
Let it rip, Tater Chip. Weather brought to you by Powerhouse Outdoor Equipment here in Valdosta, Georgia. Today, thunderstorms accompanied by locally heavy rainfall at times. High of 63, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Rainfall, that's all.
East,
rainfall near 2 inches. Tonight, showers with a possible thunderstorm early. Then variable clouds overnight, but still a chance of showers. Low around 60 degrees, winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 70%. Rainfall possibly over an inch.
Good Lord.
Tomorrow, thunderstorms likely, especially during the morning. A few storms may be severe. High around 75 degrees, winds south-southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 80% tomorrow.
Sounds like we could possibly get over 3 inches of rain.
I'm thinking we may get a little more.
A little more than 3 inches?
Yeah, because we're talking about 3 inches today and tonight, not counting tomorrow. And
well, I tell you, I'm not going to
80% chance of rain tomorrow.
I'm not going to disagree or question you because you have proved to the audience that you know what you're talking about when it comes to the weather.
Flash flood warnings out.
All I can say is Nuka-Tola, watch out, buddy.
Flash flood warnings are out.
I don't know what that means, but what is Nuka-Tola? Is that a candy bar?
Rob Nuka-Tola.
What's he on?
He's on the Good Morning Show.
Oh, that's local TV? If it ain't got a ball or fur flying, I ain't watching it.
We don't have a local TV. He's in Tallahassee.
Flash flood watch, Southeast Alabama, South Georgia, and North Florida.
Flash flood. Flash flood for today?
Yes, right now. Flash flood warnings.
How am I going to get home?
I don't know. You ski.
Speaking of flash floods, we're going to go buy Flash Foods and get you some coffee. You can enjoy that on the way home.
I will do it. Did it this morning.
We're going to take a break here on the Good Outdoors and be right back.
There's a natural order to football tailgating. You can't invite your friends until you ignite the football rivalries. That's why football tailgating starts with an ice-cold Bud Light Lime. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. So go ahead and party it up right after you raise it up. Only the seasons change. Tastes don't. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the Lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime Flavored Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the Lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime Flavored Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the good outdoors. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors. This segment of the Good Outdoors radio show is brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, which I'm going to happen to be out there this Friday and Saturday for a clay shoot, man. It's going to be fun. Sporting Clays, Children's Advocacy Center shoot. But anyway, I can't say that one big word.
You got it right that time.
Go out there and see John Peake and the guys, man. If you want sporting clays, quail, anything you want to do. And it just got a great facility. Steve was out there Friday looking around a little bit, I know. And I'll be out there this Friday helping the CAC set up for this event. Oh, hush, Ronnie. You just want me to.
I didn't say anything.
No, you just smile at me with that.
Did you hear me say anything?
You don't have to.
I didn't hear nothing.
It's that smile when you look at me like, yeah, you just screwed up and I'm fixing to say something.
I know what Daryl's saying, though. I looked over and I didn't hear anything, but I felt it.
Did you?
I did feel it. I felt it.
He's like a cat ready to pounce.
Oh, yeah.
But no, man, just get out there and see and support Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail because they have just an awesome facility, man.
You know, it's funny how Ronnie's right there to correct me or you anytime we say something wrong, but we never do it to him too much.
Because I don't make mistakes.
Yeah, like east to east. Yeah, that's one mistake during the Rusty Nut Weather Report. East to east, southeast.
Yeah. He did make fun of me when I did that.
But lightly is what I'm saying.
That's why I said that's all, folks.
Yeah. But now when we do it, you go... You like pour it on, dude.
That's
really,
my job.
I don't know about that. We did job descriptions at Denny's one day, and that wasn't yours.
I think I did cover that.
I think you added it to it when we left.
I think I did cover that.
We didn't sign off on
it. Oh man, we had fun though. Y'all look on our Facebook page and see just a few of the pictures from this weekend. Brad with his hog and just a few of the things that happened and went on. And then I forgot about Brandon. Lord, this guy from Maryland now, this was Friday morning. He gets out of the truck in full face paint, son.
These guys at Wolf Bay looked at him like, what in the world have y'all brought us?
Full face paint and camouflage. Now,
tell you what, this Saturday, he jumped right on in there and grabbed that leg, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. he got right up there. He sure did.
My friend Ansley Yeomans, I know you remember Ansley from high school. She posted a photo of this guy, and he's a well-built, good-looking guy holding a fish stringer full of fish. And Ansley's comment on here, she says, "I'm pretty sure the fish just jumped out of the water just to be with him." Nice. That's pretty funny right there.
Oh man. Jumped out of the water just to be with him.
I tell you what, women, all they want us for is our bodies. That's it, man. It's just tough.
If they want me for my
back
body,
that up,
I
wish I had one of them right now.
That big old steak.
I get some tires, and he's footing the bill for them, so that ain't hard for me to get them. So I know where I'm gonna get them. Eagle Auto Repair, best prices on tires in town.
I can tell you this: we saw tires at Wolf Bay Hunting Club this weekend. Several sets that came from Eagle Auto Repair. Several of them, sure did. We got another set coming back in April.
Yep.
To get put on there. Brandon's going to come all the way from Maryland. Now, you talk about good prices on tires, you must have them. He's going to drive all the way back from Maryland to get tires.
That's not the farthest I've sold them. I've sold them as far as Canada.
Really?
Yes.
And Brandon, we told him that you free rotate the whole time for the life of the tire, pretty much.
A gas bill's going to get a little expensive.
He's going to come back every 5,000 miles.
And he's going to constantly be driving back and forth, rotate his tires.
I think it'd be cheaper to have it airlifted down here.
I tried to tell him, but no.
Put it on a train, rail car. Yeah. And boys in Maryland, sometimes it just don't add up,
Well, Popcorn gave him a hard time, didn't he? He enjoyed this. This is Bud. He's an old dog hunter, just full of knowledge and just a great guy to be around, but backwoods. And and he gave him a hard time, but he enjoyed it. He gave him ribbon in a good way. He was telling Brad.
He'd have him beat down and a little bit scared, then he'd smile and start laughing. And they're like,
anxiety.
He told Brad, when Brad killed that pig, come out of the dirt road, he said, "Come here, Yankee. Come over there." He said,
That's not exactly what he said.
No. I'm cleaning it up. I'm giving a condensed clean version. He said, "Where'd you stab him at?" And he said, "Right where they told me to, in the armpit." He said, "Boy, next time you stab him right here, work that knife up and down the neck." and Brad went to walk off. No, wait a minute. He said, right in the armpit where they told me. So Brad thought he was done. Went to walk off. He said, "Come here, you doggone Yankee. I ain't done yet."
And that's not exactly what he said then either.
And he called him back over and told him where to do it. And then one time we were sitting there waiting on the hogs to bay, and Brandon said, "I want to go in there and shoot one with my pistol." And Popcorn said, "You better not shoot my doggone dog. You won't come out of that swamp."
And once again, that's not exactly what he said.
and Brandon was like, "Oh my God!"
I sense a pattern in his language.
Yeah, he'd burn a beeping machine up.
But then, right when everybody thought it was serious, he'd smile a little bit. So he just had fun with it. I enjoyed him being down there. Enjoyed all the guys. Thanks again.
I sat around with him a long time Saturday. Yeah. Sat out there by Pineland Bridge and just sat on the road talking to him. Learned a lot from that old man.
Wealth of knowledge.
It's very interesting. Anytime you can, take time and sit down with an elderly person and just listen to some of their stories.
Yes, sir.
And if you need any lessons on sitting around, Ronnie's like a sitting around champion.
I can do it.
He can tell you how to sit around.
Well, I can do it.
One thing about it, where he was sitting was a heck of a lot drier than where we were sitting, man.
And one thing about where I was sitting, and there was a reason why I was sitting there. Mm-hmm. Where did the hog come out at?
Exactly where you were sitting.
Okay.
Usually you're a world champion squatter. There ain't no doubt about it.
I've learned through the years running dogs that it doesn't always pay to run around like you're crazy. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just know what's going to happen, and you go and you sit. Sat there for an hour, and there he was.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's borderline bragging.
Hey, we got a quick
that's
call.
Bragging.
That's a fact.
Good morning, you on the Good Outdoors.
Hey, I hear y'all talking about running with dogs. You ever run rabbits with dogs?
Oh yeah, man, love it.
That's the most. I'm telling you what, that's the most fun I've had in years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dogs running. I just run that cross. I didn't hear you saying about you running everything else with a rabbit.
We probably run a few days.
Rabbit chat.
We probably run some of them this weekend. We didn't know it.
Yeah, probably did.
Hey, appreciate you calling, man.
Appreciate it.
The thing about running a rabbit, they don't run as far. Mm-hmm. You can it don't wear you out quite as bad.
We don't get to drive so fast either.
I tell you what,
that'd be a big rabbit, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen our vehicles when we got through hunting up there in that clay, that Georgia red clay. Oh my gosh! Pat Hill posted a picture of his truck on his Facebook page, and Trey's truck's not white anymore; it's orange. it's our trailer. Oh gosh, man, and everything. Your pants, your boots. It's just red clay. Oh man, that's one bad thing about that area. I'd rather hunt in the wet sand.
The good thing about us is we got a free car wash on the way home.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
It flooded.
Yeah, it flooded up there, but not. You couldn't wash the red clay off, man. It just stuck on there.
It sticks a little better than
It's
that
old
black dirt.
Gumbo, man. You want to have a pressure washer.
And some bleach on that white truck, probably.
Yeah, I'm glad we rode with Trey. My truck's clean.
Hey, I also got mine was nasty. I mean, it was just absolutely nasty.
Inside or out?
Both. And it's still nasty on the inside.
Before or after
I should have opened the door in one of them creeks and just let it wash out the inside. Well, I should have done. But it just got a total wash. the undercarriage and all coming home. It's still dirty, but it's not near as bad as it was.
It'd be a good time if you have anything under it that needs to be repaired. Now's the time to bring it.
Now's the time to bring it. I don't know what needs to be repaired after this weekend. Old Dodge held up good, though, man. It did good.
Yeah, it did.
I was following out on that one time. He said, oh, boy, we ran to the curb, and all he did was laugh on the radio. He said, hang on a minute. Let me see how deep it is. Well, his truck's a lot higher than mine, Big Dodge. He went on out. He said, oh, bring it on. It's hard bottom. I said, yeah, but your truck's a little taller than mine. He said, I'm on the other side waiting. But I went on through it, water in the hood. Hey, man, we had a good time. Y'all blow up Wolf Bay Hunting Club's Facebook page for us. Give us a like if you want to join their club, too. Get in there. Had a good time, y'all. Ready to get outdoors and have some more fun. How about y'all?
Yep.
Ready.
We'll see y'all.
Have a good one.
Toodles.
You've been listening to The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. Join us every weekday at 4:30 when we'll do it again.